Okay, so let's continue from where we have taken the break. We were discussing about order of elements. Here, I have also discussed what can be the peripheral of this topic, how many dimensions in which we can think of. So now I'm going to start is just in the starting I told you the definition, how to find the order of some element in a particular group. Now we have some special examples. Number first is, let's say I'm giving you a question. Find all possible elements, or you can say number of elements of order 6 in Z2 cross Z3. I have taken this example knowingly or willingly because in the previous or you can say just before 5 minutes we discussed that if I want to find order of some element of this group, how to find that order. Now I have reversed that part. I want to know how many elements of order 6 does this group have. So what I told you, dear, let a comma b be some element of Z2 cross Z3 such that order of a comma b in Z2 cross Z3 is 6. What I told you, order of a comma b is nothing but LCM of order of a in Z2 and order of b in Z3. It must be 6. So what is the possibility? I am giving you a prototype or a model example from which you can think of n number of examples. Okay? So I need LCM of some possibility, like you can say m or n. I need this 6. So now you need to check what are the possibilities for m and n. For example, let's say m is 1, n is 6. LCM क्या होगा 1 and 6 का 6. Let's say m is 2, n is 6. LCM is 6. Let's say m is 3, n is 2. Is it possible? Not possible, because 3 order का element in Z2 not possible. Please make it a point. We will deal this in the Lagrange theorem as well. कि if possible order you want to know element ka, then that order must divide order of that group. So order of Z2 is 2. So possible order Z2 can have the elements as of order 1. 1 किसका order होता है? केवल identity का. Identity element has the order 1 only, and rest elements will be of order 2. So m is equal to 3 means order of some element in Z2 is not possible as 3. So this is not the possibility. Let's say m is equal to 2, n is equal to 3. This is possible. M is equal to 6, possible? No, because Z2 cannot have element of order 6. So this is again not possible. So what are 3 possibilities for this thing to happen? And what does that possibility means? Element of order 1 in Z2, element of order 6 in Z3. Is 6 possible in Z3? Not possible. Because order of Z3 is 3. So 6 order ka element Z3 cannot have. So what is the possibility I have remaining is? You getting my point? Good. So with this possibility only this is possible. This means, and सुनिए ध्यान से, please make it a point. You need to know how many elements of order 2 in Z2 and how many elements of order 3 in Z3. So Z2 cross Z3 में number of elements will be number of elements possibility here into number of this elements. So what is the question? This is. So what will be answer, my dear? Number of elements of order 6 in Z2 cross Z3 will be number of elements of order 2 in Z2 into number of elements of order 3 in Z3. So you can also have an exam point here. Number of elements of order D in Zm is equal to phi D. In the number theory part, we know what is phi D. Those are number of relative primes to D. Here D divides M. So phi D is what? Number of relative primes to D. Clear? Also this it has a formula, Euler's formula, that also we will discuss. But here you need to remember this formula, and you can observe this formula or you can prove this formula through when you have the group Zm also. So बच्चे 2 order का element in Z2 phi 2, 3 order का element in Z3 is phi 3. So number of relative primes to 2, that is 1 only, and number of relative primes to 3, those are 2. So your answer is 2. ओके चलो डिस्कस किया है, तो phi d भी मैं आपको यहां बता ही देता हूं. लेट्स डिस्कस अबाउट phi d हियर. Let's say I have a set S equals U8. I consider here 1, 3, 5, 7. Elements in this set are relatively prime to 8. Means if you take GCD of any element with 8, it will be coming out as 1 only. This is a very special or famous group. उसको भी अभी डिस्कस. For example, somebody want to write what is U10. So this will be a collection of all relative primes to 10. And what do you mean by relative primes, dear? Elements or integers, positive integers, which have GCD with 10 as 1. So 1 का GCD with 1 is 1. 2 का GCD with 10 is 2. So this does not belongs to this set U10. 3 का GCD with 10 is 1. So this will belong. Similarly 5, 4, 10. GCD is 2. So again this will not be in this set. So 1, 3, 7, 9. Getting? So in general, in the set UM, you have all those positive integers such that those have GCD with M as 1. Is that clear? And with respect to multiplication, modulo M, this forms a group. For example, if I want to check U8, you can form the composition multiplication modulo 8, 1, 3, 5, 7, 1, 3, 5, 7. You can fill this table, and in general, UM with respect to multiplication modulo M forms a group. Is that clear? It's a very famous group. So number of elements in UM will be number of relative primes to M. What it is? Number of relative primes to M. That clear? Fine. Now, let's say any number is factorized as p1 raised to the power r1, p2 raised to the power r2, pn raised to the power rn, then number of relative primes will be p1 raised to the power r1 minus p1 raised to the power r1 minus 1, p2 raised to the power r2 minus p2 raised to the power r2 minus 1 and multiplied by pn raised to the power rn minus 1. So this formula you can remember. This we will be using frequently in this group theory series, lecture series. What is UM? I hope it is clear to you. Again I will say, dear, I can kill your time with hours of lecture by defining all those small steps, but I don't think those are required. If you are preparing for UPSC, you are matured enough to have the content. With my experience, I know where you can have the problem. So just I am focusing on those points especially, and which are very general in nature. Just I am telling you in the frequent manner. Is that clear? So 5M abhi okay hai. If you want some example, let's say, चलो एक बता देते हैं आपको. If you want to know what is 500, so since 100 you can factorize as कैसे 2 का स्क्वायर इंटू 5 का स्क्वायर, प्राइम फैक्टराइजेशन. तो 500 will be 2 का स्क्वायर माइनस 2 का पावर 2 माइनस 1 मल्टीप्लाइड बाई 5 का स्क्वायर माइनस 5 का पावर 2 माइनस 1. Ultimately it is coming out as 4 minus 2 into 25 minus 5, and it is 2 into 20, that is 40. So 500 will be 40. Or if someone wants to talk, you 100 is what? उसके नंबर कितने एलिमेंट होंगे उसके पास? So UM के पास कितना नंबर ऑफ एलिमेंट? 5M. Number of relative primes to M. So is that clear to you all? How you calculate? And this is Euler's formula or Euler's theorem. Chalo, let's move for the next. Now you can go for finding, like, this is homework for you guys. One more thing I will say. If you don't practice such questions, you will not be getting theoretical concepts easy on your hand. If you want to make this algebra as visualized part, you need to practice such examples. Like if someone says, find number of elements of order 3 in Z3 cross S3. Very simple. Let AB belongs to Z3 cross S3 such that order of AB you need as 3. That means LCM of order of A in Z3 comma order of B in S3 you need as 3. When it is possible, LCM of 1 and 3 is 3. LCM of 3 and 1 is 3. LCM of 3 and 3 is 3. Now we need to cross check whether it is possible or not. Z3 will have order of element of order 1 or not? Yes. S3 will have element of order 3? Yes. Z3 will have an element of order 3? Yes. S3 one order, yes, 3 3. So all these are possibilities. So dear, number of elements of order 1 in ZM always 1. किसी भी ग्रुप में 1 ऑर्डर का केवल एक एलिमेंट यू हैव, दैट इज आइडेंटिटी एलिमेंट, इनटू नंबर ऑफ एलिमेंट्स ऑफ ऑर्डर 3 in S3. Try to recall tau 1 and tau 2, याद आया? So 2 elements are there in S3 of order 3. So it will be 1 into 2, that is 2. Here phi 3, what I have told you, number of elements of order m in Zm is phi m. So phi 3 into 1 order का किसी भी ग्रुप में केवल एक एलिमेंट, so this is 2 into 1, that is 2. Number of elements of order 3 in Z3, phi 3, number of elements of 3 in S3 is 2. So this is 2 into 2, that is 4. So total elements are there 8 elements of order 3 in Z3 cross Z. Don't say कि सर बहुत फास्ट पढ़ा रहे हैं. Fast or slow is nothing. You just follow these lecture series. I'm pretty much sure in this ways only you will see the tremendous results there. Because algebra is like this only. Fine? Chal. Let's move for the next. There are some theorems. What I'm going to tell you is you need to just go through those theorems. I will point out. I may have that results too. What you need to do, those I am going to tell you here only. This is cyclic. Okay, I will provide you the PDF also, I guess. So what I will do is some important points about order of element. This PDF I will provide you guys. Please let me know in the comment box if you need it, or you can see through the any book, Krishna series, Galilean, any book you are following. There you will get all these 4 to 5 standard theorems. You need to remember those theorems, और उनके proof are very much easy. Just composition के ऊपर काम होता है, and one division algo they will be using, division algorithm, बस उसके ऊपर सारे proof हो जाते हैं. So point मैं जल्दी से बोल देता हूँ आपको. The order of element of a finite graph group is finite and is less than or equal to the order of the group. What I have used there, those theorems, if order of G is n and A is some element of G, then order of A must be less or equal to G. Finite order I am talking. ठीक है? Obviously infinite में तो comparison हो ही नहीं सकता. That is the first theorem. Proof you can do very easy, compositions only. Point 2, the order of an element of a group is same as order of its inverse. Point 3, order of any integral power of an element a raised to the power k, that must be less or equal to order of a. Getting my point? The fourth point is if order of G is m, then a raised to the power n equals to identity is possible only when n divides m. So people who were confused just before when I used this statement in the example, they can do this result. Why I am writing here at the end of the day, they are not going to ask you the proof, but these points, these statements, you need to remember always. Getting? And one most important point is also there, that integral वाला वो मैंने आपको अभी बताया ही था कि order of a raised to the power k is order of G upon order of, sorry, GCD of LCM of order of A and K. Okay, this is the very important formula, you guys. You need to remember here in this statement only stated as ki order of any integral power of K must be less or equal to order of A, and this is more precisely here how to calculate order of integral power of some element A. So if you are known ki order of G is suppose that n, order of A is m, so obviously it will be n upon GCD of m and K. So you need to do all these statements for proving. Just one minutes will be proof there. Division algorithm and simple definitions you will be using there. Is that clear to you guys? Fine. What I am going to do now? There are some examples, there are some standard questions which we use or UPSC frequently asks such questions. Let's have a question please. Order of element के अंदर ही if in a group G, A power 5, power doesn't mean ki multiply, composition 5 times. A composition 5 times is identity, and A inverse is B square for some elements A and B in G. ठीक है, then what you can say about UPSC, CSE as well as IFOS? People, please do it. Your PYQ clearly indicates that such questions you can expect, you can have in your exam. So what you can say about order of B? Okay, your options are 1, although you will not have your options in the subjective exam, but I have created like this. For the subjective or descriptive part, you need to find order of this. So for UPSC part, I'm just removing this thing. How I will deal such questions? Very important category. Don't think it is just an example, it is a model example for you. Okay, so what it is given? A composition 5 times is identity. Is that clear? So let's say this is 1. Also given A inverse is B square. What I'm gonna do is, now I just do from here. A inverse composition A inverse. So since A and B are elements of the group, so this follows associativity. What will happen here? A inverse A. This wala will be composed with this B A inverse. So dear, what is this? A inverse A is identity. It turns out to be AB identity composition B inverse. So it ultimately turns out to be A B composition E is B only, and B composition B is B square, and outside is A inverse. A inverse is B square. Put A B square की जगह I am going to write A inverse. What you will have dear? Shall we? Simply A square B A inverse square. Is it? So if I compose this again, means 3 times Compose like this, and please tell me what you are going to get here. Then again 4 times, then 5 times, until unless you don't have, suppose that in the 5 times you have B 32 as B, what it will imply as B composition 31 as identity, and we will say पेशेंस पेशेंस, समझ रहा हूं मैं आपकी बात को. Order of B as 31. Ultimately what I am trying to do is, dear, although I could write all these successive compositions, but I already told you I am not just here for a spoon feeding for you. I have expressed one composition, you need to proceed like this. Also I have stated what you are going to get at the end of the day or end of this process. Whenever you have such relations, you need to follow compositions like this. Is that clear or not? Sabko? Okay, so you could have questions like this. पूरा आंसर लिख दे क्या? Let me write. Huh? No. I told you, na, I'm giving you PDF also, all these lectures. So if you are not in the habit of practicing, you are just in the mugging up of, so see the PDF, everything is well written there. No issue, okay? For the next question, you can have something like, suppose that they have given an example, AB composition M times is A composition M times and B composition M times. Then what you can say about orders of AB and all such questions you will also have in your exercise. The funda is very clear here also. You need to compose those things. What? You need to compose those things. Rest dihedral group. Already I told you that is not much required for your UPSC part, but still for this dihedral, you will have some separate lecture for that. Also in the PDF, you will have details for dihedral group of symmetries, rotational as well as reflective. You can go through the PDFs. So I hope now you have a general idea about order of elements. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just giving you an exercise of all those questions which are probable for your exam. You just solve those questions. The overall peripheral I have taught you. Believe me, beyond this, nothing is there. Nothing I am saying. Okay, even if you have doubt, you can leave your doubts in the comment section, or you can catch me at my number also, or my core ID. Okay, so after this we will be dealing cyclic group. Is that fine? In here in the cyclic group we will discuss about generators and all. So let's have just 2 minutes break and we will be starting for cyclic groups. Fine.